I am so sick about hearing about Harry Potter. I don't like Harry Potter. I don't like J.K. Rowling. Fine, whatever. I have a solution for everybody. A magical school novel that is just plain better than Harry Potter. Today we are talking about The Unexpected Enlightenment of Rachel Griffin by author Jagi Lamplighter. Jagi likes to describe it as Fringe meets Narnia in Hogwarts. The Narnia is easy to see. It is set at a magical school, but the rest, who even remembers what Fringe is? Imagine the end of Harry Potter. You know, the school is under full assault, things are blowing up, students are fighting, great beasts are tramping around the grounds. Now imagine that's only the prologue. This is book 1 of Lamplighter's series. There's a dragon, possession, hordes of the possessed out to slaughter the school. There's even an evil mass tutor, because why not throw in Moriarty while we're at it? I was expecting a few lines from Maleficent, the character, not that terrible movie, but not this time out. Like all good stories, this has elements of a mystery. Don't look at me like that. Even Die Hard is a mystery. Detonators? What about the detonators? The Unexpected Enlightenment of Rachel Griffin wastes no time in setting this up. Chapter 1 sets up an existential threat to reality, and ends with an attempted murder. And, again, Chapter 1. The rest of the story takes place over the next 5 days of the first week of this particular magic school. And the finale is so epic, you're going to wonder how exactly you haven't heard about Rachel Griffin before. Now, Lamplighter does so much with so many different things in this particular book. But just book 1, you'd think she has an encyclopedic memory of all of fantasy and threw it all into a blender. And while it looks like a standard boarding school story, going back to Tom Brown's school days, she jams in so many subplots and stories and character arcs, you'd think it would be cluttered. But she makes it look so easy, you don't realize how much you've read until they try to recap it all in the next book. Our heroine is Rachel Griffin, 13 years old, a student at Roanoke Academy for Magic in New York. She's English royalty in a new world with classmates from all over the world. This alone puts it head and shoulders above the next nearest competitor, which treated America as a non-existent land in the world of magic before turning it into a neo-Puritan hellscape in a spin-off film series, which that shall not be named. Chief among Rachel's new acquaintances is a Siegfried Smith, who comes with a background of a Dickens character and all the psychology that should come with it. Oliver Twist is less fiction and more fantasy. Orphans in the system do not come out that cute. The character of Siegfried is an acquired taste. And then we have the magical princess out of magical Australia, who's another oddball entirely. And then we're off to the races. Now, the easiest way to review this is to compare it to Harry Potter, and it's not fair to Harry Potter. Don't get me wrong, while I enjoyed the Harry Potter novels about 20 years ago, I find the world of Harry Potter so narrow and confined, you never really got a sense of the larger world. What did it look like? What would it look like? The nice thing about this is that we get the perspective of somebody who lives in the world of magic, excluding the stranger in a strange land effect. Yes, that's right. Unlike Rowling, who relied on the tried and true Alice in Wonderland variety of dropping a stranger into a new world, make them the primary narrator, and explaining it to the narrator and the reader, Lamplighter has managed to make a complete world encompassing every question one might have about how things work. Lamplighter has not yet gotten to taxes, but I almost expect it to while reading. Now, instead of 3 primary characters, excluding almost all others, and let's face it, Neville Longbottom was a punching bag until he became a sword-swinging badass out of nowhere, the characters here have friends and acquaintances all over the place. We have mean girls, but nothing fits into the nice, neat little boxes that Rowling jammed her characters into. There is no one house of obvious villainy here. Sure, there are plenty of ominous characters. There's a Victor Von Dread, who I expect to talk in all caps about Latveria. There is a Salome Iscariot, who, let's face it, with a name like that, worried the heck out of me from the moment she was introduced. The characters are all vividly drawn and much deeper than you'd expect out of a young adult novel, loosely interpreted as such. Politically, this ends up kind of as Christian fiction, after a fashion. How so? Aslan's a character. No, seriously, Aslan is a character. The serial numbers are rubbed off a little, but you can literally still see the impression there. Also, everybody in this school open carries a sidearm. It comes in handy. There is no content warning. This is really rather young adult, kind of. As somebody once sneered about the Narnia books, this is too good for children. The short version is that this book is awesome. Lamplighter combines a whole bunch of disparate fantasy elements into something unique and captivating, and so very enjoyable. Again, this is only book 1. I do highly recommend this book. Go down into the description. You'll see more links if you want to read the entire text version of this review. It's on Substack. Links to the book are in the description below. Once again, I am your reviewer, Declan Finn, from Upstream Reviews, where we know that politics is downstream from culture.